Hello friends, this is Yrvind, and here is the plan. To start from Ireland or Spain and sail south. Somewhere here, get more food and water. Sail south of Africa, south of Australia, and to Dunedin in New Zealand. Then take a break, get more food, wait for a good season, continue east, round Cape Leeuwin, and up in the South Atlantic, and back to Europe somewhere. So this is the idea, and with this I think I have shown that a small boat is more seaworthy than a big one. So those people who've been following the Golden Globe race, like 2018 and 2022, and now 2026, they're going to start again. We'll see what the Southern Ocean does to conventional big boats. Very few survive, but a small one, by physics, is much stronger than a big one. Galileo, many hundred years ago, proved that with a square cube law. And everyone knows that if you throw a bottle in the water, it will not break. Small things can fall, like an ant can lift many times its weight. They can jump, and big things like elephant can't even lift its own weight. So small boats are strong. So, hedonic adaptation is simply the mind's homeostasis. Let me explain. Hedonic adaptation is simply pleasure. And that means that if you got some pleasure, you soon get adapted to it. And it's not so, like people winning the lottery. Well, maybe they got plenty of dollars. But after a few months, after half a year, they're not more happy than before. Same thing. If they lose $1 million, they're very unhappy. But after a while they get used to it. If they get a bigger boat, they're very happy, they think it's a good thing. But soon they get used to it and want even a bigger one. My own case, here, 1967, 68, I sailed in Anna. It was only 4.25 meters long, and I spent much time in it. And it was big enough. But then later, I got this hull. She was 12 meters long. While in the beginning, it was just like from 4 meters to 12 meters. And the beam was 3 meters, and it was just plenty of space. And then I came to the Canary Islands, and one man wanted to work and do his mast. It was a 25-meter Campbell Nicholson. catch. And so I worked on it. I had breakfast there, I had lunch there, had dinner there, and after a few months it felt like normal. 25 meters. And in the evening I rowed back to my boat and it was small. I had adapted. So it's called a hedonic treadmill. Getting bigger and bigger. So hedonic adaptation is simply the mind's homeostasis. And now what is homeostasis? Well, physiologically, you're in the body. The body keeps the same temperature, like 37 degrees. It keeps the same acidity, and all these things in the body, is made to be the same. So, there is no use getting a bigger boat, Soon you adapt to it. But the problem with big boats is more problems. So you get a bigger boat, but you get more problems. You have less freedom. For example, I go into the Madeira. There are many cruising boats there. And there was a Swedish boat, Alberasi. They saved up, they sold their house, they worked extra to go out cruising in this fine boat. And what did they have to do? Now the boat was so expensive, like it was 4 million kroner, it's like plenty of dollar, like $400,000 or something like that. And it was a valuable thing, it was the most valuable thing they had. So they have to keep it in good condition. They have to go out cleaning it, the water line, and they had to do everything, and they have to pay insurance on it. And were they more happy than me? No. So this is the thing, They just get busy, servicing the boats, They have all these things on it. Engines, washing machines, water maker, all these things keep service, So a small boat, much better. You got freedom, and it's cheaper. So there were other boats there. This was during the corona. There was this French boat, And we were in Madeira, and now they're going to sail to the Canary Islands to stock up, and it was such a good thing. And then one day, they were not going to sail there. I asked why. Well, now they have the corona test and it costs money, so they couldn't do that. And there was another one boat, the Oyster 54. This is a big, expensive boat, And when they're going to leave in 4th of December. Well, that was a precise date. And why that? Well, because then they've been there 1 month. And the harbor due on a monthly basis was cheaper than on the daily basis. So this big boat, Oyster 54, you think they had much money. No, because it costs so much. So do a small boat, Hello friends, this is Irvin. And now it's stronger here. It's with many layers of glass fiber spread around. Feed plies here. Same thing on the other side. So it should be okay. And I keep the masts, attractions in, and I put some wrapping on them. If epoxy should go in between, we will not get stuck there because they're really too short to do any serious sailing with, So, a good thing. As you can see, I got a shaky handwriting, kind of shaky. But here, Sam Holmes helped me with nice, clean, no shake, He said, be a supporter, donate to XLEX, the canoe cruiser. On uwin.com, you find a donate button. Also in this description you find. And you can use PayPal and Swish. So, I need support. And because there's so much speaking for the big boats, because the magazines, yachting magazines and things like this, they get advertisement for the money, and they write about boats 40, 50 feet long. And they even, the boating business, even made it criminal to produce small ocean-going boats. Well, you can have a home built one, but it's against the law to sell it. So we need your support, and like now I said, it's 1 year of this boat, and a lot of progress been done on it. Like I put this rudder on, I put the boom cane, I made the deck, I made the ventilation system, the hatches are coming on okay. The inside storage done below the deck and on the sides. And here now in the front comes up this side-by-side mast. So this boat. And here's more on the ventilation system. So much progress been done in just 1 year. So be good enough, support the project,